The next topic is about the SpaceX rocket that exploded. I actually saw the SpaceX, take off and everything like that. I saw the explosion. I thought it was an explosion. And then I thought I saw everybody in the control room clapping. And I was like, why is everybody like clapping? I was like, this is weird. Like, shouldn't y'all be like, oh no, my last 3 months work. Like, excuse me, let me get some water. But I thought that was really weird. So we're going to kind of like watch a little video about that. Let me show you. And we'll kind of see what's going on with this whole situation of the launch. See if maybe there's something that we could learn about it. Because apparently this was supposed to be the best, the strongest, the fastest, Starship that of all time. So it's very interesting to see. But I'm not going to hold you guys up. Let's go ahead and see what the video has to say. Oh, it's an ad.
Meantime, SpaceX's Starship rocket, as you know, did end with an explosion today. Let's bring back Morgan Brennan, talk about that launch this morning. Morgan, your thoughts about what we know so far?
Well, this is still very much a developing story, but here's what we know. It was a major milestone for SpaceX and for the space industry as this mega rocket system, Starship, did lift off just over an hour ago from Boca Chica, Texas, and take flight. It suffered a mid-flight failure. It fell short of reaching space, climbed to about 39 kilometers. At about 3 minutes post-liftoff, what was supposed to happen is Starship was supposed to separate from its super heavy booster and continue a flight that would last about 90 minutes before splashing down off the coast of Hawaii. But here is what happened at about 3:59, just shy of 4 minutes after that liftoff.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen like rocket launches and everything. The rocket starts out real big, pops out into the air, and then at a certain point, it pops off like it's super boosters. It's almost like it needs a super booster to get to a certain level, and then it can just use its own boosters, and everything like that. It's kind of like it takes off its jacket. So it takes off its jacket. The jacket normally just floats down back onto Earth, and and then the rocket continues on its way. Well, apparently, I guess this exploded in that phase. So basically, in the phase of the jacket, being removed, there was the explosion.
Take a listen.
Right now, it looks like we saw the start of the flip, but obviously we're seeing from the ground cameras the entire Starship stack continuing to rotate. We should have had separation by now. Obviously, this does not appear to be a nominal situation.
Yeah, it does appear to be spinning, but I do want to remind everyone that everything after clearing the tower was icing on the cake.
Oh, so you guys see they're clapping. I guess it was a good launch until then.
An exciting end to the Starship inaugural integrated test flight.
So perhaps some mixed messages there if you're listening in, but let me put a little context around it. This is a very experimental first orbital test flight for SpaceX's new Starship. Because of the experimental nature of this launch, you could call it a failure because the mission did not go as planned. But for SpaceX and for Elon Musk, repeatedly, what has been said leading up to this moment this morning is that any results that would get Starship off the launch pad would be deemed a success. So perhaps that is why you're hearing that applause, because it did get off the launch pad. It did attempt this first test flight, but it did not go as planned. The mission was a failure. So, guys, just in terms of Starship and this moment here, here's what Elon Musk tweeted just a short while ago about this. He essentially said that they learned a lot for the next test flight, and the expectation is that that is going to happen. That's the tweet right there, that the next launch in a few months. So they're going to take all of this data from this first attempt, and they're going to tweak and continue to develop Starship for that next attempt. In the meantime, there is nothing like this system on the market or even in development for the market in terms of pounds of thrust, payload capacity, and the prospects of reusability. So that is why this is being watched so closely, and that is why it is still, in a sense,
she doing like me, like looking over, like what's she looking over
today.
at? She looked like she wanted to laugh or something. Somebody was about to make her laugh. But yeah, very, very interesting stuff. So now I understand why everybody was clapping. Because think about it, you see a rocket take off and explode, and you see a bunch of clapping. You're thinking, what? Like, and that's exactly what I was thinking when I was watching it. I was like, I think it exploded. Nah. It couldn't have exploded. Look at all of them. They look so happy. Because you could see into the control room. But now we're seeing this is the biggest, the baddest, the newest rocket, and just being able to get it off the launch pad was essentially what they're going for. So it was a success. It's almost like you already know when you lose a basketball game, but your team fought real hard. You guys learned a lot of stuff from the game. So now going into the season, you're going to be a lot stronger as a team. And who knows, without that loss, you may not have been able to get those dubs in the future. Elon already said that they're going to do some testing. They probably learned a ton from this. They learned, you know what I'm saying? They were probably sitting there just reading the data the whole time. And they probably know pretty much exactly why it exploded, exactly when it exploded, what malfunctioned, and everything like that. So now they can really work on that, do some more testing, and then, you know, hopefully get this, you know, really going. So I think this is a real good thing. I think this is a real good step for humanity. It's a good look for Elon Musk. We know Elon Musk has needed a lot of wins. You know, Elon Musk definitely has needed a lot of wins lately. So that's good to hear. It's good to hear. It's good for humanity and everything like that. So if you guys like this video, definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe, everything like that. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the whole space travel thing. Let me know what you're thinking about Elon Musk and everything like that. Would you see this as a failure, or would you see this as a success? I get it from a scientific data standpoint. It would be seen as a success for sure. Because think about it. If SpaceX did this without releasing it to the public or anything like that, this would just be a part of testing. You know, you have to have rockets exploding and testing before you have rockets that don't explode. You know, so it kind of has to be that way. So appreciate you guys for, you know, tuning into the video and everything like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Have a great day. I'm about to get into, I hope you're having a great day, but I'm about to get into the next topic.